What's up, my friends? How's everybody doing today? There are very few things that I find consistent in life, and very few things that I find to be consistently true and factual. And when I come across things like things that resonate with me or things that I feel strongly about, I instantly grab my camera and I try to share them, because you can think of these videos that I make as very similar to, well, I guess I can only give a metaphor of a psychedelic experience to someone who's done psychedelics, but when you try to bring back an experience from a psychedelic trip, or an experience you had, or a realization you had, and you can't seem to bring it back into this reality to convey it, you try to write it down and it just doesn't make sense. Well, I have those experiences all the time in daily life without psychedelics, without drugs, without taking anything, it'll be just a realization I'll have, and I'll try to convey it, put it to words. Over the years, I've expanded my vocabulary to try to incorporate better explanations to the things that I realize. And in the end, it's fallen completely short. It's actually backfired on me, in the sense that no amount of language can make up for a lack of a description when you don't have a description. Here I am even trying to describe what I'm trying to describe. This is why people have used symbols for so long, metaphors, allegories, archetypes. And this is why so many books, stories, and ideas and fables are all passed down in that form. It's because it's something that's easier to understand than trying to write down a number as to, okay, this is how often people tend to act like this, and these are the kind of people that do this. I mean, when you try to let's see, how could I put it? Science has tried to answer, as well as psychology has tried to answer, many of the personal questions about who we are. And many of us have gone along with it, and many people have used science as kind of a religion, in the sense that they put faith in what they believe science says, as well as, say, psychology, when they say, well, a certain percentage of people are this way, and it's because of this, and, tell me about your mother, that kind of stuff. I've read enough of psychology to know that the more you delve into it, the harder it is to separate the people from their actions, and we try to classify people, okay? So, I'm getting at a point here. Excuse me. We have these many truths that we try to press around and tell each other and pass on to each other, and ideas that we try to tell each other are factual and true, and it becomes very complex when people try to tell you about yourself. When they say, well, you're just acting this way because you are projecting, or because you feel this way because you had this experience when you were a kid. A good example would be when I talk about my dreams. Which is funny, because I used that, because that's what I was leading into, was dreams, but it wasn't going to be about my dreams. I was going to say, when I try to explain my dreams, it's funny to hear people and their explanations of what my dreams might mean. But only I know the ultimate truth inside, because it's my subconscious connection to my ultimate reality. Now, dreams are the ultimate truth. And this is kind of, in itself, saying that, I guess I have to defend and define what I mean by this. When you go into your sleep state, your dream state, many ancient cultures revered this as a little death, such as the Greeks, the Egyptians, they would consider it a little death. You know how you're just falling off to sleep and you just have that little kind of waking moment. To me, that's kind of like the last gasp for air. When you finally go under, you are at the full mercy of your subconscious mind. And the things that come forward, the things that you realize and learn about yourself, they're there for the taking. It's just a matter of whether or not you are going to be honest with the truth that's being revealed to yourself. I think that without a shadow of a doubt, dreams are the best way to get to understand what we truly want in life, as well as what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong. And I know a lot of folks might think that dreams are just psychological nonsense or something that's just left over from the day, residual thoughts and whatnot. And some of the dreams that we do have really do pertain to, say, work, fever dreams maybe, directly related to something that we know is not going to help us. But there are different degrees of dreams. When you have a complex dream, it's as if your mind is weaving an idea for you to learn from. It's putting something in your life into an archetypal form so you can hopefully be able to decipher that and understand it. Look at your dream and say, where's the good guy, where's the bad guy, what am I doing? Dreams motivate. Dreams are the ultimate motivators. So many things that have been discovered, have been created, have been finally, theories that have finally been those aha moments have occurred right at the twilight, right as a person's falling asleep, waking up, or sometimes when a person's asleep and they'll wake up in the middle of the night and have this eureka dream. These are the realizations that our mind is prepared to give us if we're willing to listen. But too often we push our dreams out. They become less noticeable with substances, heavy drinking, people taking sleeping pills, all these different things, even smoking pot. Anything that hinders your ability to be cognizant, to be able to recognize dreams and important realities as they're happening. So I used to record my dreams. I used to have lucid dreams, and I had a dream journal I kept for a really long time. And some of my most sober moments in life, I had just some amazing experiences that are so lucid, they're so real, they're realer than real. The experiences you have in the dream world sometimes can be more real than reality. Anyone who hasn't experienced that, I urge you to dedicate a little bit of time to learning about lucid dreaming. Learn how you can be aware and control your dreams, because once you switch from being semi-lucid to being lucid, everything just comes into focus, into view. It becomes so real. That dream becomes the most real thing because you're aware of it. You're aware that you're dreaming, and you're looking around trying to nitpick it and say, what is going on here? Is this real? And sometimes people freak out and wake up. And this is why when a person will say, I realized I was dreaming and I woke up. That's the thing lucid dreamers practice not doing. They practice staring at their hands or having a particular thing that they do. The hand thing didn't work for me, but I had my own methods. And I learned to fly, and then I learned to fly higher, and then I jumped off my roof and I could fly a little further. And one time I shot up out of a prison yard like 100 feet or something back outside the gates, and I was yelling at the guards. I felt totally in control of myself, and that's how I knew that I was in control of my life at that point, was because I was in control of my dreams. And light's coming back on. If the dream's controlling you, then that's when sometimes we know we have to work things out. So that's about all I can say about dreams right now. It came to mind as I was listening. I was out in the backyard working, and Manly Hall came on, and he started talking about dreams and some of the most ancient meanings of dreams, and it just reminded me of how important they really are to getting to know ourselves. Because no matter how real life may seem, the ultimate truth comes from our subconscious. That's what knows us better than we know ourselves. There's no ego involved in that, and that's why I think dreams are important. So, have a great day.